Hi, I'm Catherine Chloe Cahoon, author of The Single Girl's Guide to Meeting European Men. For Halloween, Vice magazine in London asked me to share the scariest thing that has ever happened to me. This incident did involve a man, but not a European one, and definitely not one a girl would want to meet, ever. It happened during my freshman year at Vanderbilt University. I was on the dance cheer team there, and we were required to stay on campus while the student body left, because it was Thanksgiving break. But we had to travel with the football players for an away game. I knew the campus would be a complete ghost town, and I was the only cheerleader living in my dorm. So I thought that I'd stay with one of the other cheerleaders, but I just had too much to do. I had taken a huge exam late that afternoon, which I had been up all night studying for. I hadn't even packed, and my room looked like it had been hit by a hurricane. Plus, we had to leave at the ridiculous hour of 4 a.m. Some football players who lived in my dorm stopped by, and all they had to do was take one look at my room to see the dilemma. So they invited me to dinner and said that afterward they'd help me get cleaned up and packed, and then we could all go to the game together. It was a good plan, but around 9 p.m., their schedule suddenly changed. They received a call saying that their charter plane was now to leave in only an hour, but the cheerleaders were still to leave at 4 a.m. The guys didn't want me to be there all alone, so they offered to take me to stay with a friend, but I didn't see how I had enough time to get all packed up before they left. Plus, we had a security building, and the police said that they would circle it hourly just to make sure that no one broke in. So I assumed I'd be fine, and I decided to stay, but what a mistake. The guys reluctantly left. I packed and then headed to the shower. But once I turned on the water, I heard the bathroom door open. At first, I thought it was just my imagination. After all, we had creaky shower pipes and I was there alone. But then I heard footsteps. Next, I saw the outline of a tall man through the shower curtain. He was walking directly toward me. He stopped about a foot from the curtain and stood there, staring. I was trapped. I didn't have a cell phone with me because I was in the shower, and I knew that the police officer outside couldn't possibly hear me if I screamed. I was so scared. I knew the man could come through the curtain and grab me anytime. From cheering, I also knew that I could kick high, hard, and fast. So I figured if I came at him first, I might have the upper hand. With the water still running, I threw a towel around me, burst through the shower curtain with force, and gave him my fiercest attack look. I tried to ignore the fact that a pink towel isn't the optimum battle wardrobe. The man was over 6 feet tall, and I'd say in his 30s. At first, he seemed shocked and just stared at me. Then he ran out of the room. I was lucky that my plan worked. I was only 18 at the time, and I learned the hard way that the football players were right. I really should have stayed with a friend. The moral of this scary story is don't take a chance. Be safe and scare up some fun this Halloween.